wouldn't want that? I don't know. Everyone should want that, right? Why would... I don't know. The fuck is this? Oh, here we go. All right. So some more government shit. This is more copyright stuff. I think it's cool. That's why I do things that involve copyright. So knowing copyright law is pretty important, especially well, this doesn't really matter for me, but this is the US government basically saying no, an AI, an artificial intelligence, if an AI creates art, it does not own the copyright to that art. And this is basically them saying, affirming that that is the way. The review board of the United States Copyright Office has considered the second request for recommendation of the registration program's refusal to register a two-dimensional artwork claim in work titled A Recent Entrance to Paradise. After reviewing the application, deposit copy, and relevant correspondence, registration program's denial of the registration. So they denied an AI created art piece, basically. Now, the part that matters is the board accepts as a threshold matter Thaler's representation that the work was autonomously created by artificial intelligence without any creative contribution from a human actor. As a general rule, the U.S. Copyright Office accepts the facts stated in the registration materials, but copyright law only protects the fruits of intellectual labor that are founded in the creative powers of the human mind. So let me restate that again. Copyright law only protects the, quote, the fruits of intellectual labor that, quote, are founded in the creative powers of the human mind. The office will not register works, quote, produced by a machine or mere mechanical process. So, again, the office will not register works and works produced by a machine or mere mechanical process that operates without any creative input or intervention from a human author. Because under the statute, a work must be created by a human being. So that's really what it's come down to. They are saying that it has to be created by a human being. It cannot be produced by a machine or mere mechanical process. It can't be without any. It needs to have creative input or intervention from a human author. So I don't know what the threshold on that is, which I'm sure they were probably trying to argue that, but they're saying it ain't fucking happening. So they must either provide evidence that the work is the product of human authorship or convince the office that the office to depart from a century of copyright jurisprudence. I don't know what the fuck that word is, but this is the cool part, which I do like. They say, or convince the office to depart from the centuries of copyright and apparently it says directly he has done neither. So they are open to, it says they're somewhat open to departing from, or they're open to hearing how they should depart from the century old copyright system. But it seems like the person applying for this copyright just did not do either one of those. He does not assert that the work was created with contribution from a human author. So the only issue before the board is whether he argues the office's human authorship requirement is unconstitutional and unsupported by case law. Currently, the office will refuse to register a claim if it determines that a human being did not create the work. Under that standard, the work is ineligible for registration. After reviewing the statutory text, judicial precedent, and long-standing Copyright Office practice, the board again concludes that human authorship is a prerequisite to copyright protection in the United States, and that the work therefore cannot be registered. So I'll say that again. The board again concludes that human authorship is a prerequisite to copyright production in the United States. So if you're creating an AI music, you're creating AI anything that could make copyrighted work, it's not copyrighted work. So it's not. I tried to put water on my nose, shit ain't working. So if you're watching the video, I've just been fucking rubbing the end of my nose the whole time. It seems to my voice. My voice is so raspy, it fucks my nose. This doesn't normally happen, but whatever. Normally I don't sit down and talk for fucking 2 hours straight anyway, so actually yeah, I do. I just don't get my nose fucked up. I'll read the last paragraph and we'll hop out of here and we'll get on to the YouTube channel of the week. The Copyright Act affords protection to original works of authorship that are fixed in a tangible medium of expression. The phrase original work of authorship was purposely left undefined by Congress in order to incorporate without change the standard of originality established by the courts under the 1909 Copyright Statute. The term is very broad, but its scope is not unlimited. Congress chose this language to encompass a smaller set of creative works that could be protected under the Constitution. Because of this gap, the Act leaves unquestionably other areas of existing subject matter that this bill does not propose to protect, but that the future Congress may want to do. So they are leaving it up to the possibility that future Congress might want to fix this, which, I mean, clearly would be good. AI is going to start making a bunch of shit, and I guess if we give them copyright holding power, goddamn, you could really have some fun with that one.